Welcome back to my channel. I'm Romica Spiegl-Jones. I'm an illustrator and designer based in Manchester. And today I will show you my second children's book that I've made. So this is part 2 of my picture book series of picture books I've made. And you can watch, sorry, you can watch the first part, which is linked down below. So this book, was my second picture book I've ever made. As you can tell, this is, I wouldn't even call it self-published, I self-produced, and this was before I went to uni. Actually, I think I finished it in the month before I started university, so before I actually started any official art education. So see it from this perspective. I had no classes on storytelling, I had no official classes on composition. This is all what this was basically me being completely self-taught at that time. The thing is, I wanted to make a very special gift for my dad for his 60th birthday. And he always used to tell us bedtime stories when we were kids. And one of those was Joseph, which is Joseph the Tick or Tick Joseph. And which is kind of funny because we lived in Austria and Austria has a lot of ticks. At least where we live. Anyways, so this book is about ticks, and you would say ticks are not exactly the most attractive animals. I don't think I've ever seen a children's book with a tick in it. So anyways, this was a very special gift, and I just felt like I wanted to turn his story into a children's book, which I did and which I want to show you now. So this is the cover. If you're interested in how I made this, just a few words on that. I got a tip from a work colleague of mine. I was working in a cinema at the time. He did illustration, and he suggested to me, how about you plan out a story with post-it notes or sticky notes, and then you can still change things, and I might just as well show you some of the sketches before I start the book. So here's a little bit of the development, some very quick character design. Like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just wanted to create a character. And these are actually already the inked drawings for the final. As you can see, they're pretty much the same. So this was the sketch. And I just used, I think, Staedtler pigment liners and Japanese brush pen that I got from Japan when I went to visit my husband's grandma. And yeah, I don't know, you can, if you're familiar with my current illustration style, I like to use color pencils, but this was mostly done with ink. And then I scanned in some textures, which I discovered here. I used pastels, wax pastels or oil pastels, and it just really quickly, there wasn't much, you can see this was really quickly done. There's some grass here as well, the fox, what I want the tree to look like, Joseph, and grass. And now you basically already know what the story is about, I guess. It's about Tick Joseph and his adventures. And all the colors I needed were grass, Joseph, tree, and the fox. So to get these colors, I really just scribbled my pastels and did that for the fox, Joseph, and the grass. And then I scanned these in, and when I digitized the line drawings, then yeah, I just added them in Photoshop, and that was it. So these are all my line drawings, and I will just show you now the final just next to it. I think that would be quite interesting to see the sketches and the final. So this is again in German because I'm a native German speaker. I'm Austrian Swiss, and so this is about Tick Joseph's adventures. And the title is Die unglaublichen Abenteuer von Tick Joseph, The Incredible Adventures of Joseph the Tick, Joseph the Tick and the Red Carpet. So And you can see like the textures really repeat, but at the time I really liked it. And this book I actually published with blurb, in case you're interested. And this is a soft cover. It's all glossy and shiny. Now I actually prefer matte, but that was my choice at the time. But I'm really happy with the quality of this one. Enough talking, let's look at the book. Okay, so the first page, where you would have probably a title page and dedication page, and any library information and copyright. I just have für Papa, danke für all deine gute Nachtgeschichten. For Dad, thank you for all your bedtime stories. And that's my dad, Dick Joseph, and this is us, 3 kids. And I actually really enjoyed making this book, I have to say so. Do you have this one? Yeah. So, as you can see, I changed the typeface later. Well, I actually wrote it by hand, but I just didn't really enjoy this handwriting here, so I changed it later. So the next one. Okay. In einem hohlen Baum tief im Wald lebt Zecke Josef mit seinen 3 Kindern. In a hollow tree deep in the forest lives Dick Joseph with his 3 children. So I found it quite nice to emphasize certain words, because I thought they will be recurring and it's going to be interesting, and these are a few words that very young children will already know. And next. Jeden Abend bringt sie zu Bett, deckt sie gut zu und geht dann auf die Jagd. And here they are cuddling up, really cute. I really enjoyed drawing this. Again, backgrounds, man, I really still need to work on these, but I think it got better. And this table was really funny, because this is actually a table we had when we lived in Czech Republic. And I was slightly scared of this table. We called it the Ursula table. You know, like the squid lady in Little Mermaid. That's what it reminded me of, because of the legs. So he's bringing them to bed, and he's going to hunt afterwards. Good, and this is the sketch. Okay. Heute wartet im hohen Gras auf Futter. Today he's waiting for food in the very tall grass, or high grass. And I enjoy this contrast between the white and this very colorful pastels. And I think it's just, I don't know, I think I did quite well. Again. And if you want to see the sketch, this is here. Okay, next. I like this one. Lange passiert nichts, gar nichts, nada, niente. Doch auf einmal ein Rascheln im hohen Gras. For a long time, nothing happens. Absolutely nothing, nada, niente. But suddenly, there was a rustling in the tall grass. Ooh, can you see it? There's someone approaching. The whole thing is that they let the child guess what it is, but I kind of think it's really obvious, but that's the fun about it. And I wrote the story, but I just tried to recall what my dad told us, like way over 25, I don't know, 20 something years ago. So yeah, sketch again. And you can really see like the lines were really simple. But the textures, I just love the textures, and I think it really adds to it. Next.